Getting started. From Avanti College alone, you need to mention your college name and your name in the chat box. Okay, because from Annai Ayesha College I got it, so they will share the details. For you alone, just give how many students have attended the session. Okay, so I need your that is from Avanti College alone. I don't want for Annai Ayesha College. Only from Avanti College. Please provide the name and the college. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, I will move on to Bootstrap. So, Bootstrap. So, actually, this Bootstrap is a front-end framework. Front-end means again it comes under client side. Okay, so why they have developed this? Why we need this actually? So it is like if you see, I know something, more knowledge about HTML, CSS, JavaScript. If some website is given to me, I can create it very well. Okay, I can also choose what particular color will be, good for that particular website for each and everything. The font family and the style, what it will be good for, some blog websites and for any e-commerce website. So I can analyze all these things. So what I do is, okay, better I can do some frameworks. It will be useful. I can publish it on to the network so that other person will get a benefit of it. How I can do that? So this is also one kind of framework which is created by a developer who knows very well about HTML and CSS. Okay, so now we'll just go and check what is framework. Okay, one second. So actually, this is a general framework. Let me give it as a front-end frameworks. Okay, so there are many frameworks we have. For front end we have, for the back end also we have. Okay, these are the some popular frameworks we have. Especially, I'm just giving it as a CSS frameworks. Okay, so in CSS frameworks, you can see Bootstrap is a top one which you're going to learn, and the others are like Tailwind, Foundation, Kalma, and Skeletons. There are so many, not this alone. So there are so many popular frameworks we have. Okay, so now we are going to learn about a Bootstrap. So this is also developed by some developer who knows very well about HTML and CSS. This name itself you can identify. These are the CSS frameworks. If you know HTML and CSS, you can create this sites. Okay, this frameworks. You can also do that. And now we'll create a new file. So whenever if you are creating a Bootstrap file, you can give whatever name you want. I'm just giving as bootstrap.html. HTML is an extension. Uh, I already told you this also created using HTML and CSS. So the basic is what? HTML. So without content, you cannot create anything, right? So we are creating a content. So we'll be adding .html here. So I'm just saving this file. So if you go to this PPT, let's check what is in the next page. And also we face some kind of problem while we are creating a mobile first application. So I can easily create a website in my laptop. So I have some thousand, width of laptops I have. So I can create a website using this laptop. That is very easy. But if I'm trying to, make it compatible with a mobile, it will be very difficult, right? So for that reason, they have created this mobile first site application. Okay, and so design. So after this completing this module, so what you will be able to do. So first is you can create mobile first website, work with basic elements of Bootstrap, and create various types of images with class, and create a types of buttons, batches, progress bars, pagination, drop down forms, and utilities. You can create all these things using a bootstrap. Okay. And what is the plan? So how we are going to work with this? Actually, the plan is you need to download some particular packages, that is plugins from the official website. So then only you'll be able to work with it. Okay. And so these are the different things. I'll tell you what it is. See here, first we need to go to the official website. So see here, this is the official website, Bootstrap official website. You can also check it. I'll be sharing this in a. Okay, so this is the official website now. So for versions, if you need to check which version you are going to use, so there are some previous versions also there. In some companies, they will be organizing that website with some versions called 3.4.1. You have to know how to work with it, right? So you can select it, you can see so how it is working with this bootstrap. Okay, but as of now we are going to see about the latest version, that is 5.3. That is a 5 is a version, and here we have some the updates on the version, like point 2, point 1.3, 2.3, and 5.3x. Like this, there are so many versions we have. Okay, so what is documentation, how we can use it? So wherever, whatever the thing is given to you in a industries, example, they are asking to use some other kind of frameworks. Example, we can take it milligram. So milligram is also the CSS framework. If I click on this, you can see the documentation for this. You can check so how we can use grids and how it will be working. So everything we can search it off. If I go with Tailwind, so Tailwind is also the um, CSS frameworks. If I go and search here, also I have a documentation. You click here, you can see okay, what is this framework is all about, how I can install these things. So everything they have mentioned. Okay, so this is how you will be using. And we also have one more CSS framework, Rima. So if I click on this here, also you can see how the documentations will be. If I click on this documentations, you can see how it will be working and what are the components we have. Like this, you can go through. Okay. So see here, so how we can create things using this Valna. Very simple. So now we will discuss about Bootstrap again. So go to the PPT. Yeah. So here they have mentioned, so like how I will be installing this Bootstrap onto my HTML file. How it's going to happen. They have mentioned like you can either download compiled minified CSS bundles, nothing but go to the documentation. Here you have option called downloads, right? Just click on the downloads. You can see some two option. Either you can download compiled CSS in JavaScript file or the source file. So compiled CSS means you'll be having what is that particular file is all about. For example, if I click on download, so it will be in a zip file. Okay, so show when a folder extracted. So if you go and check, see here, there are some two, folders we have here. So this is all about this folder files is all about the Bootstrap. So the Bootstrap will be, collected under this file. So next folder is all about, see here, this will contain the SAS compilers and auto prefixers. Everything will be there. So if I click on this, this is actually a download source file. So if you go and check here, I'm just extracting this file. So here you can see there are so many things have been involved, and also the JavaScript and the compile file will be there. SCSS file will be there. Okay, so this is a difference between these. This is the two different folders we have. So actually, this should you require our full set of building tools. They are included for developing Bootstrap and in documents, but they are like unsuitable for your own purpose. So this is not important for your own purpose if you're developing. But this is entirely if you are trying to do some kind of research things or how you can create upcoming versions of this Bootstrap, then you can search it off. Okay. So as of now, you can use this. Or one more thing is there, you can see here this is called as a CDN. You can go with this. CDN means content delivery network. So via JS deliver. So what is all about? So JS deliver, if you see, just copy this text. See here, this is JS delivery. So guys, you can also do this if you know in the capstone projects you have, right? You can also create some frameworks and you can also publish like this. Okay, so see here, JS Delivery is a software, is a public content delivery network for open source software projects. Okay, open source means this is open source means it is full of free. You can create it on your own. You can include the packages hosted on GitHub and npm and wordpress.org. JS delivered by created developer by some name they have. Okay, so what they are saying, if you have created something specially, you can import it on this JS delivery. Okay, that's what they are saying. Clear? You can get a link like this. You'll be getting a link like this and you'll be importing. See here, this is a content delivery network. So after getting the content delivery network link, this is entirely about, see this file name, it's a bootstrap min.css file. And if you see this particular file, this is a bootstrap bundle min.js file. Okay, so these are the two files which we have seen in the folder, right? So where is that? So here we have, right, so like two files will be there. So that file, instead of including the folders, we are using this link in our bootstrap project. So that's all about. Okay, clear? And next thing is scripts. So this is actually if you are using our compiled JavaScript or prefer to include the proper separately. So example is, I'll tell you clearly. There are some two files in bootstrap file. Okay, if you know HTML and CSS alone, you can ready to start with bootstrap files. So there are files is nothing but we'll be having some two files. You just copy this. So these are the two files we'll be using. Okay, and if I'm trying to use some bootstrap 4 and all, then I need to know HTML, CSS, and JS. You should be thorough with this. Then only you will be able to use. Why? Because see here, I'll copy this particular file. So see here, where is the file name? Here you can see the file name is popper main.js. Okay, we'll search in the net. So what is popper? So see here the popper. Actually, this popper JS is used for, it's a library. Okay, this is a JavaScript library, helps to you're positioning the toolbit pop over drop down and any contextual element that should appear near a button or similar. So for that they have created this popper min.js file. Okay, if you know JavaScript only, you will be able to use this particular proper min.js file, and one more file is called as proper min.js file. Okay, so this is a difference, and we understood. So what are these files, right? And next, so let me move on to the next slide. Before that, see here, the latest version is Bootstrap 5. We understood what is a download CDN, and we understand what is a download source file, and Internet Explorer 11, and down is not supported here. Okay, we are not going to use, if example, I have completed my web page using Bootstrap, I'm trying to run that particular page in an Internet Explorer, then I cannot run it. Okay, it is not supported. Some thing will be missed, and you will not get exact output what you have, what you have created. And jQuery is replaced with the vanilla JavaScript. Okay, so previously they have used jQuery also here. In this file, they are also included jQuery file also being included. Okay, so jQuery is also another library file. Okay, to minimize JavaScript code, they have created this jQuery file, jQuery's library. So this jQuery is replaced with vanilla JavaScript here. Okay, so now we will move on to what is Bootstrap and what are the versions we have. So Bootstrap helps in building a website and web quickly. So 1 minute. Okay, so yeah. So Bootstrap helps in building a website and web quickly. So you can easily create it. Actually, if you go and check the Bootstrap created by, see here, the Bootstrap was created at Twitter in mid 2010 by some name they have given. So prior to beginning an open sourced framework, Bootstrap was known as a Twitter blueprint. Before it named as a Twitter blueprint, now it is called as a Bootstrap. So before publishing it, they have mentioned as a Twitter blueprint. Okay, so this is entirely created by the Twitter. So if you go and check Twitter, so whatever the formats they are using in Twitter, it will be used in Bootstrap also. Okay, the form styles and everything. And why they have created this? So for mobile first app on the web, and a lot of writing a lot of CSS code, so it reduces the time to create a page, and we already know. And this was officially released on 16th June 2020. That is Bootstrap 5, after several months of defining its features. And what are the versions we have? See here, this is version 4, and see here in the version 4 itself you have different updates. So what are the different updates, what are the type dates they have given, also mentioned. So now, why we use Bootstrap? So what is the main purpose? So actually, first thing is easy to use and responsive features. You can use it on tablet or mobile or desktops or whatever. It will adjust your website accordingly. So that is the main important thing. And browser compatibility. So for all the modern browsers, it will work fine. Okay. And now we will see what are the major difference between Bootstrap 3 and Bootstrap 4. Okay. See here, there is something called as grid system. Uh, so grid means how you will separate the columns. Okay. So here you see this is used for small devices, extra small devices, medium device, large device. If you see it over here, this is like after a large also we'll have extra large. Okay, and here they have used CSS files less than SAS, and button says if you see it is like btn hyphen xs, but here if you see it is like xl, that is btn lg. So horizontal forms, so row class is not required using gradient forms. Row class is required when using a grid forms. So if you see the font size of that text is like 14 pixels, but if you see with Bootstrap 4, it is like 16 pixels. Okay, so like this there are some difference. And if you see with Bootstrap 4 and 5, again here 5 tires are there XL. Here we have 6 tires XXL. Double X large, till double X large we have. Okay, here the jQuery and all related plugins will be there. Even in this Bootstrap 5, we have C. jQuery is removed and switched to vanilla JS with some working plugins. Okay, so these are the difference you can go through it. So now, what is a starter tip? How I'm going to create this? So let's look into this. What is called starter templates? Okay, so let's I get into this. One second. Where is that particular website? Yeah, Bootstrap official website. Go here and in the document select this document and go this particular thing and write starter template. Okay, you got some starter template, just click on it. So actually guys, this is your starter template. You might think, you might wondering what it is, right? So see here, it is very simple how you will create it. So let me create one file. So how we will create a HTML file? So doc type HTML, HTML slash HTML. Like this, you'll be having head, body. Okay, so like this, we'll be creating. So see this particular file. We'll see what is the main difference behind this. Okay, see here. First is doc type HTML, and they have mentioned a language here in the HTML. Actually, they have mentioned the Arabic language, and direction is R to L. That is right to left. So I need it for English. So what I can do, Lang is equals to En. En means English. And in the head element, if you see what are the required meta tags. So the first meta tags, if you see what is called as cassette. So cassette is nothing but, if example, I'm giving some special character in my website. Okay. So that special characters, how it's going to be saved. The unique code will be generated for that. For that purpose, we are using this cassette UTF-8. So to know more about this, see here. So UTF-8 means UCS Unicode Transformational Format. So this encoding can be used to represent any Unicode characters. Depending on a Unicode character's numeric values, the corresponding UTF-8 character is this byte sequence. So it will be changing. So what is the use of this UTF-8? It lets you represent the character as ASCII text while still allowing for the international characters such as Chinese characters as of mid 2020. So did you understand? So mostly it is used for the encoding purpose. Okay. And now, so now we understood why we are using this meta can. So meta means definitely it is like a brain, right? So for that we are using inside the head element. And now what is this one? So this meta tag is used for, see here it is a name called a viewport. So viewport is nothing but what is the user is seeing on the screen. So that is called as a viewport. Then the content is nothing but how the content is going to be visible to the user. Actually, if you see, the content is going to be visible to all the devices. Okay, so for all the devices means how we need to set the content. So width equals to whatever the device we are viewing. So we'll be considering that width. Okay. And what is called initial scale? Initial scale is, yes, in the previous years of execution, you can see some website, after creating a website, you cannot see the exact value which you have given to that images or a text or the website. So what it will do, it will be lesser or it will be more bigger than what you have given. So for that purpose, we have given the initial scale value as 1. 1 means 100 percentage. So here you can see the zoom level, right? So it is an 100%. So that is calculated here as a scale value. So scale means definitely from 0 to 1, right? So they have mentioned it as initial scale as 1. Okay. So we'll just copy this. Okay. So next to this, what we need to import. So here, yeah. So actually, this is a link used for Bootstrap CSS to include the Bootstrap CSS. That is a CDN link. So I'm importing the CDN link within the head element itself. Okay. And the next thing, I have two links in this, right? In Bootstrap 5. The one more link I have here that is called as a JavaScript link. I'll copy this. This is entirely a vanilla JavaScript. There is no other libraries has been involved. So I am importing that in the body element. Okay. So these are the two links you'll be importing. So if you want to, this is entirely optional. If you want to use this also, you can also use this particular things. So this is for like it has a proper JS and JavaScript. Another one more min.file will be there. Okay. So now we can code the file. That's it. This is very simple. We need to import meta tags and you need to mention the language and then you need to import some 4 file links inside the notepad. Okay. So next, what is the thing? So let's see. So first we'll see how to set the BS5 colors. So let me get into the code. So here, yeah, inside the body element only you'll be coloring, right? So background colors here, guys. Okay, so previously in HTML CSS, so what we will do, we'll give a style attribute and we will specify what is a background color or what is a property in the value, right? But here we'll be specifying a sorry predefined classes. So I'll show you one example. I'll show you one example. So here, once again. Okay, so in the body element, if you see, yeah. So this is called BS5 colors, right? So these are all the predefined classes. I'll show you. See here. So everything is in the dotted and the name, right? So if you give this particular text primary as a class, you'll be getting that color, that is a blue color. If I use text hyphen success, then I'll be getting a green color. Okay, like this, the color will be getting varied for the a normal text color and for the background color. This is the example for this. Okay, so what they have done, you need to give the element name and what is a class and what is a class name. Okay, and again here the class name. In here you need to mention the predefined class name. Clear? Like this you need to mention. So if you go and check here, this is a text color and this is called as a background color. Okay, so let's execute some simple example. So here I'm giving a heading tag, so h1. So here I'm giving as text color. You see here, so this is all about. So here I have given as a text hyphen success, and here I'm giving as a background color as BG primary. Okay, so if I go here and let me check where is the file. So here you can see the difference, right? So the text color is in green and the background color is in blue color. Okay, so like this there are multiple colors. We'll check what are the other colors. Let me copy this. And also you can add here some colors as well. So I'm giving a background color of some warning. So warning will be in some yellowish color. So let's check. See, like this you will be getting. So here I'm adding some text color, text hyphen danger. So it will be in some red color. Okay, like this you can do. 1 second, guys.
Ma'am, Ma'am,
Okay, thank you, ma. Thank you for staying connected. Sorry, guys. Okay, so now you can see my screen, right? Yeah. So after this, we have so many different types of colors we have. So we'll try that. So we have called info hyphen dark, and I will change this to info. So info means it will be in some blue color. So let's check the output. So like this you'll be getting, and if I need a color secondary, so I'm just giving a secondary will be in a gray color. Okay, so these everything is a predefined colors. Okay, text light. So like this text light means it will be in white color. Okay, so these are the, you can, if I right click on this, go to the inspect and click on this. Here you can see, the particular font size. See the font size, how it will be like 33.52. And for this also the same thing, right? We have given H1 for it. But if you are using some display and something else like that, then you will, uh, uh, get some other font size. Okay. And if suppose I want to use a display, so actually display is one of the, another class we have. So if you use display, it will be something different. So it will, reduce, or it will make your text a little bit lightweight. Okay, so it will not be bold. So let's refresh. See here, you can see the exact difference for display 1. Okay, if I use display 2, so it will be somewhat little decreased in size. Like this you will be getting, so the darkness and the boldness little bit increased from this, right? And let me copy this and give it as display 3 for here. I'm changing into 3. Sorry, I've deleted this text from that. Refresh and you'll be getting this, and copy this, display 4. Okay, so these are the, different values we will be getting if you are using a display. Okay, and these are the some different colors we can see. So as of now we have discussed about primary, warning, info, light, dark. So whatever the, things it is good for your website, you can choose that as well. Okay, and if we go with the background colors also we have different colors. See here, you scroll down, see here, this is primary. And here if you use the subtle is a little bit color difference. So let me change this to subtle. If I refresh this, so actually this is not applied here. Some kind of things. Check. Yeah, here, see here. So why it has not been displayed before? Because I have used as dot. So dot will be used in a, styles only, right? Okay, so the next thing is like danger subtile. If you use this, it will be lighter color than the dark one. Okay, the original color. So this is how it's all about the colors. Okay, now we will now we will see about alerts and buttons, how to create the BS alert, bootstrap 5 alerts and buttons. So that is also very easy if you go through this kind of containers what we need to create. And also one more thing is, if I create something using this kind of alerts, you need to use that predefined alert, that is name, predefined class name, so that you will be getting that particular option. Okay, so this is how it's all about. So we'll see how we can use this one. So from this example itself, you can see created predefined alert messages. Okay, and if I want to use some buttons, so buttons also in the different sizes and in different colors we can use it off. So we'll see the basics of how we can create a alert things. So let's get into the code now. So example of this output is this. So like this you will be giving. So if I close this icon, the entire the alert message will be get closed, and the this is example of batches. Sorry. So buttons I will show you. Okay. So let's so we'll create a alert now. So alert message. So div class. So I'll be creating as a container. So without confusing, let me close this. So here I'm giving a class is equals to alerts and alert hyphen success. Okay, so inside this I'm giving some text. Okay, example. Like this I've given some kind of alert message. Okay, I'm mentioning this bootstrap alert. I need it in a strong, so I'm just increasing the strongness. I'm closing the strong. Okay. So after doing this, see here, this is called as a alert predefined class, and the one more thing we have that is called as alert hyphen success. So alert hyphen success means nothing but it will be in some kind of green color. Success means green color, right? So let's check it. See here, like this you will be getting some alert message. So as of now here we don't have any cross button. So but next thing is, if I want to give some kind of links over there, how I can give. So in this text itself, in the bottom, I'm just giving refer bootstrap. So like this I've given some text here. I'm making this as a link. So link, for link also there is some predefined class name we have for this alerts. So that class name is nothing but alerts hyphen link. Let's close this off. Go and refresh. So here you can see it has been referred as a link. And the last one is I need to use some closing, that is crossed icon I need, and it should be functional. You should react whatever I do. Okay, so for that, I'm adding one more predefined classes, alert dot dismissible. So alert dot dismissible means, so this particular class is added to this because we need that cross button. For that purpose we are adding this. Okay, and next one is I'm going to create one button. So here I'm just giving it as button slash button. So in this button itself, I'm giving a type to be button, and the class name is going to be btn. To create a button, Okay, Ma. So to create a button, we have a predefined class name as btn. Okay, so in this btn, if I just want to close this, right? For that, I'm just mentioning the predefined class name as btn close. Why? Because in this btn close, they itself have created the cross mark icon, and they have mentioned what size it should be and how it should be presented. Everything they have mentioned. So for that reason, I'm using this predefined class name as btn hyphen close. Okay, so once you have done this, just give a name for this button, or you just leave it because it is going to be a cross button only. Okay, after this, I'm going to use one more attribute that is called data hyphen bs hyphen dismiss. Here I'm mentioning a text message as alert. Sorry, the value is alert. Okay, so what I'm doing, like, this attribute will define, if I click on the cross button, something is going to disappear. So let's check in the output. See, here I have some cross button. If I close this, that particular alert message is closed. For this, what you need to use, you need to use alert dismissible. And one more thing, you need to add the class btn close, and the last data attribute is called data bs hyphen dismiss equals to alert. Okay, so you need to mention for which class you are going to use this. That is called that is alert. And if I want to do some animations, that also we can do. So animation in the sense nothing but if I want to fade or if I want to show that, you can do it. So see here, if I'm just closing, it will fade. You can see the fadeness, right? So this is all about the alerts. If I go with a buttons, so how we can create things using a buttons. So buttons also, go and check. Let me remove all these things. Okay, so next is I'm creating a button. See here, button type equals to button, and the class name, what you need to use, btn, right? So this is how you will be creating a button. So, so if you go and check, so as of now we have not given any name, so I'm just giving as html as a button. Okay, and one more thing, just I'll copy this. I'm going to give colors for this button. How I can do, I'm going to use some contextual class for this btn hyphen, using it as primary. Okay, so like this, I'm just creating. Okay, so here I'm changing this to be secondary, and I need success, warning. So these are the different colors which I'm using now. Okay, and dark, and I want it as a link. Okay, so like this we have created. Let's check. So see here, these are the different types of buttons with different color. If you mention this btn hyphen link, it will be created as a link. Very simple. And if what more thing, we can also, not only we can use this as a button, we can also use it for a links also. Links also we can create this, and for the input type also we can do the same functionality. This class name can be applied for anchor tags as well as for the input elements as well. Clear? And if I want to create some outline for this one, so how we can create an outline? So nothing but here you go and type as outline. Okay, hyphen. And next is here I'm just giving as outline. Here also I'm just mentioning as outline hyphen doc. Refresh, you can see this, this is looking like an outline. If I go and hover it, you can see some blue color is appearing. If I go and hover it, you can see some orange color is appearing. Like this you can design using a button outline. So for button outline, btn hyphen outline, and you need to mention some colors. So here I'm increasing the button size now. So how to increase the button size? So nothing but you need to additionally add some more in the contractual classes. So how we can do this? We can do it using, see here, here, go here and just give it as btn hyphen lg. I want it in the largest size. So I'm adding it as btn lg. So here I'm mentioning this to be btn hyphen that is small for sm. For medium you don't want to mention anything. Okay, so just go and refresh here. There is a difference. You can see this is in larger size, this is in smaller, and this is in the medium size. Okay, and if I want to make it as a block level button, so block level buttons in the sense I want it to be a lengthier one. How I can do it? So block level element is nothing but same. You need to go here in the class itself. I'm going to add here, okay, as a btn hyphen block. Sorry. So here actually you need to add one more a container with a class name. So class name is nothing but display in a grid. So grid means it will take the entire block. So that we are adding this particular class name, and here also I'm just closing this div container. Now you can see it has been created as a block level element. Okay, for full width you can mention like this, and you can also make it as an active or disable. So to make it as an active, go here and mention it as an active one. If you don't want anything, you can go and mention it as a disabled. Let me give this as a disabled. See here, this is in the active state, this is a disabled state. Okay, and if you want to add some spinner buttons over this, spinner means nothing but some rolling kind of things inside this. Example, if you are trying to upload something, or if you are trying to update, that is loading particular software on your pc, then what it will show, it will be showing like loading or uploading, and you can see some rolling kind of border spinners will be there, right? So to add that, I'm creating one button itself. So button slash button. So here I'll be adding a class. So I want some btn class, and I wanted that to be a primary. Okay. So after this, I'm adding a span element. So we already know what a span element. It is an inline, right? So in the span element, I'm giving a class name to be a spinner hyphen border. So spinner hyphen border is nothing but the border will be in a spinner mode. Okay, so here I'm just giving a span and just close this off. Okay, so in this place I'll be giving some color also if you want. So what exactly it means? So I need a spinner, and a border should be in a small size. So I'm giving it as fm. Now we will go and check. We can see something is loading. Here also I can give some name like uploading. and see like this you'll be getting in the buttons. Okay, if suppose I want to use it as a large size, again you can change the size variations over there. So this is all about button. So now next we will see about the batches. The batches also important. So batches is nothing but, if example, I'm having a website. Okay, so I'm just I have Windows. Everyone is having a Windows OS on your laptop, right? So maybe a Windows or Mac, whatever it may be, it will be showing like you are having this update for security. You have some four updates. You have some five updates. Like this, it will be intimating, right? So at that time, you will be creating a batches. So how to create a batches in Bootstrap is very simple. Let's see how we can do in an easy way. So for this one, first you need to create some span. Okay, so inside this span only I'll be giving name. So here the class is going to be batch. Please 1 minute, guys. I'm getting call. One second. Sorry. Just give me some 2 minutes. Okay. I had some emergency meeting now. So give me some 2 minutes. I'll be connecting. Okay.